Now feel yourself be very even through your body. Your shoulders are square because right now your right shoulder is kind of hiked up and your left shoulder is dropped. So stretch your spine way tall. Feel your seat. Feel your outside rein steady and ask him to move off the inside aids. Good, outside rein there. Yep, and then when he's there, you can relax your inside finger just ever so. And outside rein stays steady but light. Good, yep. Good. And then find where your fingers can then relax, but your shoulders stay tall and stay, but you can't pop your nose out. There you go. Good. Deep breath. There you go, Morgan. How's that feel? Now relax your fingers, but stay tall and don't feel like your fingers are saying you can relax now, but you may not pop your nose out. And it's finding that right line. Because if you give too much, he's going to pop his nose back up. And if you don't let it be soft enough, then he doesn't get his reward and he doesn't really want to stay there of his own accord. Or he might stay there, but it's not going to relax. Does that make sense? Shoulders stay square. Keep using your seat and your leg to allow him forward. Outside rein is steady, inside finger is gently soft. And use that outside leg a lot to help bring his shoulder around because he likes to be a little through his outside shoulder. So make sure your outside thigh and outside heel and your outside half halts. Feel your right shoulder come back a little bit and feel that it should lift his outside ear. Do you feel that? Yep, keep that outside shoulder up. Good, and then we'll take him through a change of direction, but thinking that you're allowing him to reach to the fingers, but you're going to gently change his bend. It's going to be super gradual. And then you have a new outside rein, so now your new left shoulder has to come up. Your new outside rein has to find the connection. Your seat and your leg is still trying to press him into your hand. Your inside leg and your inside bend are asking him gently to push into the outside rein. And the outside rein is steady. Good girl, that's fine. Okay, now stay tall. Careful, you got yourself tipped. Find where your seat and leg lift the shoulder and the wither. Your outside aids are there, meaning your outside rein is steady. Your outside leg isn't letting him push through the shoulder. Your inside leg is asking his rib cage to bend. And your gentle inside fingers, yeah, and if you go to ask him to bend with that inside hand and that's the response you get, then you need to hold through and say, no, sir. And this is where people get confused with fiddling of the reins and yanking on a horse's face. There has to be a system. When you ask him to bend with the inside rein, he should bend. And if he doesn't, you have to hold until he does. And then when he does, he gets a reward. Now, all the while, your seat and your leg and your inside shoulder can help encourage the bend too, so that your inside hand doesn't have to do as much. But yes, your horse must give when you ask, because if they don't, they're just going to be a goat. And goats are not very good at dressage. Good, hands low, and your rein's got a little long on you, and your shoulders are a little floppy. So straighten that spine up. Good. Find the outside connection. Encourage him to bend off the inside leg. Find your outside rein where it's steady. Deep breath. Soften your seat and slow the trot with your hips. Slow the rhythm of the trot. Deep breath. Square the shoulder. Outside rein gently connects to his mouth. Because your outside rein is just a little loopy to be a solid outside connection right now. And your inside leg then needs to bump him around, and your inside shoulder needs to come up and back. Did you ask him for that?
Yes.
Outside rein steady. Stay tall, push your belly button forward. You're collapsing your rib cage. Outside rein needs to be steadier. And your reins are just a little bit long, so your hands are coming back in your lap, and that's where you're kind of running out of room to make connection. That's why you're feeling like you need to tip forward. Thumb stay up, outside rein steady. Almost think a tick of counter bend, and then encourage him to bend to the inside while keeping the steady outside rein. Stay tall, soften that knee. Your knee is pinching. There you go. And use your seat to lift his wither and his shoulder. Yes. Now grow taller with your inside, with your shoulders. Deep breath. Feel your spine straighten. Now feel your outside rein until he compresses to it and add inside leg with it. Deep breath, push your belly button forward, lengthen that heel as you swing your hips. Within each stride, feel your heel lengthen. Feel how that puts you more on the back of your seat bones? Lengthen that heel, lengthen the heel, lengthen. Yes, then you're straighter. Good, now lift your inside shoulder up. Good, that's fine. Now keep him forward. Use your seat, use your seat, use your seat. Ride him forward with your seat. But then have a steady rein, because when you go forward, if your rein is too loose, he's not going to push into it, right? You've got to have a gentle feel of his mouth. Okay, let's go back the other direction for a second. You're better with your contact to the left than you are to the right. Everybody has a way that they're better than the other.